April 18th, 2022. This is our 18th episode of our 30 and 30, and we're going to look at our forage and how it's growing out. Right here is where those goats were. This is just out my front yard about a week ago. Right here, you see that's taller grass? That's where those goats were about 2 weeks ago. So what does that tell us? What you already know if you've been mowing your yard, the grass is starting to grow. Now look what else is going on over here. Your henbit's growing, your vetch is down there growing. You've got some kind of plantains, I don't know those. Look at our red clover right here. This is actual red clover. You can go back in our playlist, our cover crop playlist, and you can see that whenever we had the field fully in it. It did not come back in big swaths like I thought that it would. There's some dock right there. See that dock? More plantains. It did not come back in big swaths like I thought that it would. I've got it out here a little bit here and there. See, there's some dandelions. And if you look across the field, there's that tall stuff is not sagegrass. That Sudan sorghum that's left over from last year, I never mowed it down or anything. I just let it grow. There's been nothing on this since the fall, and it has probably put some good roots down. You know, them turnips that we did a while back, I imagine that they opened the ground up pretty good. And look at this stuff. I mean, I've got knee-high growth in places out here right now, a little bit. I'm pretty excited about it. I've got some low spots out here, but I think that was just bare last year, and it didn't grow back very good. All right, but here's what is out here. Look at this. You know what that is? Looks like sweet clover, but it's not. You remember them old daikon radishes that we put out here? Those is radishes coming back, which is pretty exciting because you think, you know, you get, this will be the third year we planted them. We had last fall and last summer, I guess you'd say, and then now, yeah, this will be the third calendar year. You know, it's not 3 years actually on those radishes, but they're still out here a little bit. I've got some tracks from where the dozer came through. You can't really see it on the, well, let's come over here. When we built the show barn, the dozer came through and left some tracks. So I've got some spots that are kind of open. See this? And I've been filling it in over there with rocks and stuff. Just joking. I've been filling it in with topsoil, and whenever we come through and overseed or no-till in some cover crops for foraging this summer, then I'm thinking a lot of this will go away. I still got some big rocks out here on this. Look at that one. This is what the majority of the place looks like. We've got some pretty good grass going. Now over here where we've been feeding at, it's a disaster. But what I have been doing, you can see, is I've been spreading the hay out. And so hopefully it's incorporating some organic matter back into it. And of course I know that is not preferable, but that's kind of the situation we got. I don't have a lot of place to overwinter the cows at, so we did it right here in this little, I don't know, maybe 100 by 100 spot. And then we got another spot over there on the other side of the barn too. And it was poor ground to start with. We fed on it, they manured on it, you know. So hopefully whenever we plant over it, it'll be better than it was. Might be a little bit rougher, but it'll be better than it was. Actually, let me show you something. All this right here, well, I filled in some dirt right there. This is a little bit uneven, but this right here, this was a hog lot last year. Look at it. It's got really good white clover in there. little bit of just grass. Cow got out, so that's there. So what I'm getting at is you can kind of tear the ground up and have it bounce back the next year. You know, you don't really want to have the ground tore up, but well, but it's not, you know, the end of everything if you do. I think most people do it, just to be honest. You drive around to farms and look at their place, they've got a sacrifice spot. Here we are on the other side of the Bonanza. And this is what I'm really excited about. Look at all my ryegrass. I planted this back in the fall. And my intention is to leave the whole place in ryegrass and just feed. And it didn't come up as good everywhere else as it did right here, but it came up really good over here. So it's really rich, really thick. There's some dock in it, some more dock, see that? But man, I'm excited about it over here. So whenever it gets a little bit taller, I'll let the cows in and let them graze all this down to just a few, I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I'll just let them graze it down for a few days. And then I'll move them back and forth and we'll just start our rotation. Hopefully everybody will, okay, here we go. Everybody will go to where they need to be for the summer and we'll just make everything spin in a circle, so. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed our little update on our forage in April 18th, 2022. Come back later in the year, see what we got going on. You can kind of see if you want to do some of the stuff that we're doing. I think it's working. I really like the program that we got going on here. So hit that subscribe button, give us a like. God bless you. See you tomorrow.